the universe is very chaotic. How do I know this universe is very chaotic? Because I've mastered the seven styles of ancient wisdoms. And I've happened to travel through the universe and bend the vortex of the wormhole by violating the rules of the time. And because I violated the rules of the time, I also happen to learn the laws of this universe. Like I said you, everything in this universe is very chaotic. Even though it's very chaotic, it has an order. Everything happens in a very structured way. So while I was traveling through this universe, I happened to see a lot of physical and non-physical beings, animated and inanimate objects. All of these things follow these laws of this universe, and that is what I'm going to talk about, the laws of this universe. So what are the seven laws of this universe? Law of Mendelism, law of correspondence, law of vibration, law of rhythm, law of cause and effect, law of polarity, law of generation. So what does this law of Mendelism says? What law of Mendelism says is that what is happening within you is what is happening outside you. It's simple, isn't it? So now you have to understand these seven laws are actually one law, splitted into many different ways so that we may able to understand. So now don't try to manipulate it. Anyway, I'm not going to tell you everything in very detailed and structured way so that you will able to understand it fully. But because I'm a generous man, I'm willing to share a minuscule of information on a surface level so that you may be able to understand a little bit of it, so that you may take on this information and use it and apply it for yourself and benefit for yourself and for the lives around you. So like I said, the law of Mendelism is what is happening within you, and what is happening inside you is what is happening outside you. Now law number 2, which is a law of correspondence, which says is that look outside yourself and then see what you see outside is corresponding within yourself. Do you understand? Law number 1 says that whatever is happening inside you is what you're seeing outside you. Law number 2 says is that what you're seeing outside, check within yourself that if that resonates within yourself. So it goes hand in hand. It is like a mirror. So coming down to this law of vibration, what it says is that what am I saying? Is it true? Am I being truthful to me, or am I just keeping my mouth shut? By saying is that everything and anything that is created around me is created because of this vibration. You see that it's the vibration that is making things happen in the outside world. So the experience that I'm living within me, which is outside me, is it of a higher frequency or is it of a lower frequency? Am I living in a harmony or is it a mess? So that's what law of vibration says. Now when it comes down to this law of rhythm, which we can also say is that it's a rhythm of the heart. What it says is that just ask yourself that is it in correspondence and coherent with what you feel and love, and if that is coming back to you in a very difficult way or an easy way through time. Now the time that takes to receive this feeling, is it a long period of time or is it in a short period of time? So by analyzing this, you will be able to understand the rhythm of the heart. So that's what this law says. So coming back down to the next law, which is the law of cause and effect, what you have to do is that ask yourself, am I the one who is creating all these things that is happening around me? And if you're the cause, which makes this effect happens, then self-analyze, look within yourself and ask yourself why this is happening, and you will come into a conclusion that you are the cause of all the effects that is happening around you. So that is what this law says. Now coming down to this next law, which is the law of polarity, what it says is that are you in sync with the nature in creation or are you in sync with separation? You have to realize that anything that fights against us, it's just giving us another perception of who we are, so that we could take this energy to create a new reality. So this is what polarity is about. Polarity is about to move forward and not to separate us. So coming down to this last law, which is the law of generation, you have to understand that everything that you need to create has to generate with an energy. So we all are creators. So everything that you do has to flower the life around us emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically. So you have to be someone who create things, not to separate things. So these are the 7 laws of this universe. Now, if you have all these laws in coherent with one each other, then these people are called the enlightened ones or the masters. Now, these people respect all the laws of this nature. Now, you have to understand that these laws are not enforced from outside, it's structured in such a way that it abides from within. So, we have to respect all these laws.